How many devices do you need to listen through headphones, use streaming, connect a TV, and if you want, output all of this to active speakers or a stereo amplifier? Usually, it's too many. Boxes, wires, constant hassle. But the main question is simple. Can such a combo device really replace a full setup? Greetings, dear friends. My name is Arkady Zinin. I am the founder of Premium Hi-Fi. We are located in Riga and we connect people with sound. The FiiO K17 immediately shows that we have a device designed for a modern digital setup. You can see this from the connections. The rear panel is dominated by digital connections. The device offers USB ports for computers, external drives and service functions, as well as optical and coaxial inputs. In addition, the K17 can be connected to the network via an Ethernet cable or Wi-Fi for streaming. But the K17 is not limited to digital only. There are also analog inputs here, so if you want, you can connect, for example, a turntable with a built-in phono preamp or an old cassette deck. For more serious sources, there's also a balanced 4.4mm input, so the device remains flexible and allows you to integrate more traditional sources into a modern system. I'll also highlight the output connections. On the back panel, there are adjustable preamp outputs, unbalanced RCA and balanced XLR, and that means the K17 can be used not only for headphones, but also as the center of a compact stereo system, either with a classic amplifier and active speakers, or directly with active speakers. In terms of design, FiiO K17 also leaves a pleasant impression. The appearance is slightly vintage but not overdone. The design is restrained, minimalist, and mature. The body itself is well made. The device is compact, dense, solid, and sturdy. In your hands and in the system, it feels like a serious, reliable thing, not just another lightweight gadget. On the front panel to the right, there are two knobs. One controls the volume, the other is for menu navigation. On the left, there is a touch screen. There are many functions, but because of the compact screen, the icons turned out to be quite small. Honestly, the FiiO Control app on my phone was the easiest and fastest way to control the inputs. Using it was faster. There are also headphone outputs on the front panel, so you can quickly connect different models without any extra hassle. Below the display, there are three selectors: power, analog output switching, and gain level selection from low to ultra high. As a result, in terms of design and connectivity, FiiO K17 gives the impression of a well-thought-out modern device that not only connects easily and looks good, but is also truly convenient to integrate into a wide variety of audio setups. Now let's talk about ease of use. And here FiiO K17 left me with a really great impression. This is exactly the case when a device can do a lot not only on paper, but also turns out to be convenient, intuitive, and predictable in real life. Moreover, when visitors come to the store, it's the K17 that I very often use as the main device to demonstrate the sound, either with headphones or with the active speakers, Reflector Audio Bespoke 12. That's already a good sign in itself, because in this scenario, the equipment needs to work quickly, reliably, and without any unnecessary hassle. The main advantage of the K17 for me is its flexibility. I connected my MacBook to it via USB-C and everything worked flawlessly. I connected a turntable with a built-in phono preamp through the line-in. No problems there either. Everything worked correctly, stably, and with very pleasant sound. I want to highlight the streaming scenario with Roon. I installed RuneCore on my MacBook and selected FiiO K17 as the output device, and I think this usage scenario is the one I like the most. The device is quickly detected on the network, connects without any issues, and works smoothly and predictably. It's in this mode that the K17 really shines as a modern audio system hub. You can control the device either through the built-in touchscreen or via the FiiO Control app. The app offers basic functions including an equalizer. Of course, a compact budget remote is also included. In the end, that's my impression. FiiO K17 is truly a convenient, logical, and very versatile system hub that makes you want to enjoy music instead of struggling with the equipment. Now, briefly about why the FiiO K17 is actually perceived as a serious device and not just as a gadget with a long list of features. Here, a combination of AK4191 and two AK4499EX chips is used. That is, FiiO clearly approached the digital to analog section without cutting corners. Next is a discrete class AB amplifier with a very serious power reserve, up to 4000 milliwatts per channel in balanced mode. And this is important not just for the sake of a nice number, but for dynamic control and confident operation with a wide variety of headphones. Plus, it has linear power supply, a large transformer, high-capacity capacitors, separate power for the digital and analog sections, as well as separated internal modules and low-noise accusilicon clocks. About accusilicon, yes. So, the K17 is good not because of one magical component, but because its entire design and engineering are put together into one logical scheme. That's exactly why it's perceived as a mature device, where the technology really works for the sound. I've been actively using the FiiO K17 for several weeks, and the first thing I can say is that it really sounds very good. Yes, the device isn't cheap, its price is €999, but in terms of sound, you get a level that's already very close to truly serious equipment. It's not high-end, but it's one step away from it. I tested the K17 both with good headphones and as the center of a system with active speakers connected via balanced XLR. In my case, these were reference reflector audio Bez FiiO K1.2, and in both scenarios the device left a very pleasant impression. First of all, it has a very balanced, cohesive and mature presentation. No imbalances, no intrusiveness, no feeling that any frequencies are artificially emphasized for effect. At the same time, the sound texture here is really good. The music doesn't break down into dry details, but is perceived as a whole with warmth, weight, and a natural sense of presence. I want to highlight the soundstage separately. On high-quality recordings, the K17 organizes the space well. The musicians are positioned from left to right and layered in depth, and the soundstage itself feels natural without any artificial showiness. And of course, the level of detail here is also very high. This device doesn't try to impress with cheap brightness, but instead delivers a mature, refined, informative sound. If I were to briefly describe its presentation, I would say this. It's slightly warm, comfortable, and musical. At the same time, it's quite precise and well controlled. Overall, the FiiO K17 left me with a really warm impression in terms of sound. So I really like the FiiO K17. It's one of those rare devices that not only offers a lot on paper, but can actually become the centerpiece of your whole system in real life. A headphone amplifier, DAC, preamplifier, streamer, and connectivity hub. All of these features aren't just for show, they're fully functional and convenient in real-world use. If we're talking about drawbacks, for me the main downside is the lack of HDMI. Of course, you can connect a TV here via optical, but that's not the level of convenience you'd expect from such a universal device. In all other aspects, my impressions are very positive. The FiiO K17 has an excellent design, solid build quality, and intuitive operation, and most importantly, it delivers truly mature sound. For its price, this is a very strong solution that, in terms of presentation, convenience, and overall ease of use, confidently enters the territory of noticeably more expensive devices. So, if you want a single device instead of a bunch of boxes, want to get good sound, flexibility, streaming, convenience, and a modern intuitive system, the FiiO K17 is really a very interesting option. This was Arkady Zanin, Premium Hi-Fi. We are in Riga, connecting people with sound. That's all for now. May the power of the right sound for you be with you, and of course, come visit us.